All right. Hi, I'm Melissa.
I'm Melissa Veronica.
Nice to meet you, Veronica. Before we get started today, I just want to talk a little bit about confidentiality here, that everything that we talk about in this room will stay here. The only time that would change really would be if you mentioned something about hurting yourself or hurting anyone else, or if you give me permission to discuss anything that we talk about. So those would be the only times that it wouldn't stay just between us. Does that sound good?
hmm
Okay, okay. So do you want to start by telling me a little bit about what brings you in here today?
Um, yeah, me and my boyfriend, we fight all the time, and I want to leave him, but I I haven't. I won't. I can't. I
Okay.
feel like, and so I thought if I had someone to talk about it with, maybe I can. Maybe you could tell me what to do, and I'll know what to do.
Okay. Okay. So have you talked to anybody about this problem so far, or has this just been a recent idea of yours?
Um, no, we've been together 10 years,
Okay.
and um, like I have friends who I talk about it with, and I think they're tired of hearing about it because I always say I'm going to leave him and then I don't,
Okay.
and I think they're tired of hearing
Okay. Okay. If it's okay with you, I'm going to go through just a couple questions just to get a little bit of a bigger picture about you, and then we can maybe kind of dive in and talk a little bit more about that also. Would that be okay?
it. Okay.
Okay. I know you said that you haven't really gone and seen anyone about this. Are there any other, have you ever seen somebody before for therapy? Is this your first time?
No, I've been in therapy on and off
Okay.
for I don't know, maybe 8 years,
Okay.
but I don't know, just
Did,
doesn't.
yeah, did you ever feel like anything really came from that or not so much?
No, no, I they wouldn't really tell me what to do, and I kept asking them, what do you think
Okay.
I should do, and they wouldn't tell me, and then
Okay.
it just wasn't working.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That seems like it would be frustrating.
yeah, it was very frustrating.
Okay. Okay. Could you tell me a little bit just about your general health? Like you're doing pretty well. Are you have you been sleeping well? Has your appetite been good? Things like that.
Um, well, no, I've been like I've gained 30 pounds.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm feeling super uncomfortable.
Okay.
I try to go to the gym, and sometimes I'll walk on the treadmill, but my knee hurts. So then I stop and I'll go home and I'll have a glass of wine, which I'm sure adds to my weight gain, and I'm not. So I get like maybe 4 hours of sleep
Okay.
a night, and then I'm just up,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
Okay. So like the weight gain, has that been like over the course of a couple months or a couple years, or has that like been going on? How long has that been going on for?
I don't know. I just I feel like I just woke up one morning and I like gained 30 pounds. I don't.
I feel like that happens to me too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I feel stressed out. I
Mhm.
feel like uh, I I don't know. I don't know. I feel like sometimes my days pass me by and I fight with him so much that it's like I don't know. I just
Mhm.
like sometimes I wake up and I'm like, what happened? Like what? How did I even get here?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Even with like the weight, is that something that you want to work on also in addition to that, or are you comfortable with yourself? Is that like do you feel good, or is that something that you
no, I feel
definitely
like
want
crap.
to? Okay, okay, so that's something we could absolutely work on too.
I would like that.
Okay, and now you mentioned the sleeping too. It sounds like that you're not sleeping well. You said you're only getting about 4 hours of sleep every night.
hmm
Is that from staying up late, or is that you're having trouble staying asleep, or what does that kind of look like for you?
I go to bed uh, pretty late.
Okay.
I'm up. A lot lot of times we're fighting
Okay.
into the night, and then I'm thinking about it and replaying the fight
Mhm.
and wondering how could it have went differently and
Yeah.
what did I do, and
Okay.
he sleeps like a baby.
Yeah, okay.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm up stressing about it.
Do you feel that that's like impacting your life? Like the next day you wake up and you're exhausted then, or are you feeling like it's kind of taking a toll on you?
Well, I think it's probably part of um, maybe, I don't know, like I feel cloudy, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess.
Okay. Okay. And now the other thing you mentioned was the glass of wine, and is that just a glass of wine? Is there days when it's a lot more glasses of wine?
No, it's usually about a glass. Um, but I feel like it's not calming me down as much anymore.
Okay.
So I'm feeling like I want to like maybe do like a glass or like maybe two now.
Okay.
Because I'm not getting that because
Sure.
like, and really it's not every night. It's like the nights that we fight,
Okay.
and when he falls asleep, I try to unwind.
Okay.
But
Kind of take the edge off, kind of calm down afterwards.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can I ask what you guys are normally fighting about? What the seems to be about? Is there like a pattern or?
Just I don't even know. Like sometimes he goes out with his friends and like, and I know they bring their girlfriends or their
Mhm.
wives, but he won't even tell me where they're going.
Okay.
And so I don't know why. And so we fight about that. Or we'll go together somewhere, but he really just doesn't pay attention to me,
Mhm.
and it hurts my feelings, and I don't know, like, are you ashamed? Like, is he ashamed of me?
Yeah.
I don't know. So we fight about that when we get home. Sometimes he says that, like, he brings up the fact that I've gained weight,
Okay.
and that hurts my feelings.
Mhm.
Just whatever's going on that day,
Yeah.
we fight about.
Would you say that it's like how often do these fights kind of come up? Is it like a weekly thing? Is it more than that? Is it less than that?
Um, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I don't know, but if I had to put a number on it, I would say 3 times a week, 2 times a week. I mean, sometimes we have really good times.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
sometimes, like he's really nice to me and it's great, and then other times, I just don't understand
Mhm.
what's like we're fine and then we're not.
Yeah. And you had said that you guys have been together for like 10 years now, right?
Mhm.
So has there been a change in the relationship? Has early on in the first couple of years, was that different, or has it been ongoing fighting kind of throughout that time?
Mm,
That's a long time to be together with somebody.
yeah.
I'm sure you know each other really well.
I mean, I think we used to. I don't know what's going on now, but yeah, I guess.
So do you feel like there's been a change in that time that's kind of,
Um, I don't know, it's been bad for so long.
okay.
I mean, when we got together, it was good, right?
Yeah.
It was good. And we did stuff together and we kayaked and did scuba diving and
Okay.
we like did really fun things.
Okay.
And now I can't even get him to invite me to like go to the bar,
Okay. Yeah.
and I don't know when it got bad.
Mhm.
Like it was good and then I think you just get used to the misery, I guess, and then
Mhm.
you just wake up and you're like, where has like 8 years or 7 years gone?
Yeah. So when you say bad, I know you said when things looked good, you guys enjoyed your time together. You were doing a lot of things together. You mentioned a lot of things you were doing together, which sound like kayaking or scuba diving. It sounds like Florida's the right place for you guys to have some fun. So when it looks bad, is it bad because of the fighting, or like is there anything else that's going on can you tell me a little bit more about what it looks like when it looks bad?
Well, sometimes he does. I don't remember what it's called. It's like some sort of martial art, maybe like karate or something. And like he'll go, but he's there like a really long time.
Okay.
And I can't, like, I'll call him and I can't reach him. And then sometimes like it goes straight to voicemail. And I and I ask him, can I go with him? And he says no.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I don't know. Oh, one time I found, I think it was a sweater. It wasn't mine. It was a woman's sweater. It wasn't mine.
Mhm.
And I said, what is this? What's, and he said, oh, he gave someone a ride home
Okay.
after.
Okay. So it sounds like you might have some suspicions or some questions about some of the things he's doing.
I asked him.
Yeah.
He says, no, he's not cheating.
Okay. Is that, it sounds like that might be a concern of yours?
I mean,
Because you want to figure out what he's doing?
I don't want to believe he's cheating.
Yeah.
He's not cheating. He's not cheating. I'm sure he gave her a ride home.
Okay. Okay. Has this been a suspicion in the past, or has that crossed your mind before? In the 10 years you've been together, or is it more just a recent that he has been not inviting you to things, not always answering his phone when you call, or being gone for longer periods of time?
Yeah, I would say at least, I don't know, the last 2-3 years. It's been like, sometimes I can't get in touch with him, even when he goes to the bar, and I'll have to like call one of his friends, and it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
To have to do that. Like,
yeah.
I know he sees me calling.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you think that he feels like there's something wrong in the relationship?
No,
or
he
he
says
thinks
everything's fine.
Yeah.
He thinks everything's fine. I've asked him to do couples therapy. He said we don't need therapy. He thinks it's stupid that I go to therapy.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. He says if I'm going to spend my time doing anything, I should go to the gym.
That's a little severe, huh?
He's not very nice to me.
Okay. Could you tell me a little bit more just what your goals are for this? I know you have mentioned that you want me to tell you what to do in your relationship, but just thinking about yourself, what you specifically, I know what you are looking for. I know that you want some changes in your relationship, but personally, what would you like to see happen that we might be able to accomplish together?
I want you to tell me what I should do about my boyfriend.
Okay. Well, we're definitely going to talk more about that. I absolutely don't feel like I know either of you well enough to give too much insight into kind of what's going on, but I'm hoping that together we can continue to kind of figure more of that out. Could we talk a little bit maybe about some of your your family support or your friends or the other people in your life besides him that you're close with?
Well, I have a really good friend, like my best friend, who I always call when we've had a fight, and the one I told you I think is sick of hearing about it. So I have her, and she's nice. You know, she's been really great through all my ramblings. But other than that, I mean, I don't have any siblings.
Okay.
And my parents don't, you know, they're older, and I don't want to bother them with all my nonsense. And all they want to know is, when are we gonna get married? Am I gonna have kids? They want grandkids, you know,
Okay.
like
those typical.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So.
Okay. And your friend has she been there this whole time? She's kind of.
Yeah, I knew her before I even knew him, so she's been around the whole time.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Could you tell me a little bit what you think maybe some of your strengths are, or some of the things that you like about yourself? Or even if you think about when things are going good, like when you feel, again, like things are going well, what do you like about yourself?
Well, I think that before I gained all the weight, um, that that he liked me better. And I think like I'm good at getting therapy because I've been in therapy like for a long time.
Okay.
Um, and I used to be really good when we did go scuba diving and kayaking. I was good at that. It was fast and it was fun and it was. Um, but I guess that's it. I don't really think I'm that smart, and I don't really think that I'm attractive. That's all I got for you.
Okay. Well, again, I know that you had kind of mentioned some of the weight gain as being one of the things that you want to kind of pursue more, and that's definitely something we could kind of talk about more. Um, do you have any goals for yourself with that you want to change any of your habits, things like that, or um, do you have a plan for how you want to, if you want to do something about that? Are you interested in um, either kind of changing some food habits or some? I know you said you're going to the gym to walk a little bit. Do you feel like you're ready to change anything in your life with that? Or are you looking to address more the relationship things first?
Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I feel like I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna start eating better. I'm gonna get my life together. And then, I see him and I love him so much. And, when he's nice to me and we have good times, we have really good times. And so, I don't know. I want us to work out, or not. I don't know. Like sometimes I'm all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'd like to lose the weight. I don't really know where to begin. I've never gained this much weight before, so I don't know what to do.
Okay. Do you have any do you have any religious beliefs?
No.
Not really. Okay. Okay. And I know we talked a little bit about your social support. How about do you have a job right now? Are you employed?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you? What are you doing for work right now?
I work full time at a nursing home.
Okay. Okay.
So I take care of the residents there.
Okay. Are you happy there? Are you enjoying doing that?
Sometimes. And then sometimes I look at them and I'm like, I don't want to end up like this. In a nursing home. Some of those people, they don't have anyone.
Yeah.
No one visits them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it sounds like it would be really meaningful that they have you there too. That's someone that is part of their lives too.
I never thought about that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Because we do talk. I do talk to them. They make me laugh. And sometimes I make them laugh.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm sure they enjoy having a smiling face around too.
Yeah.
Have you been working there for a while now?
Yeah, about 5 years now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see yourself staying there for a while in that field, or do you have any goals there?
I'd like to move up.
Okay.
Maybe like in a managerial position. I didn't at first. I liked what I was doing, but I think I'm at the point where I want to maybe do something
a little bit more.
I've been there a long time. I know how the place runs, so maybe apply for a promotion or something.
Okay. That's exciting. It sounds like you've been doing well there, and it sounds like you've been successful, and hopefully you'll continue to be successful there.
Okay.
Great. So we've kind of covered a lot of different things today, and I know you've kind of presented me with some of the goals that you have thought about, that you want to kind of figure out where you want to go in your relationship. You want to kind of address some of the weight gain that you've had and some of those habits that I think we can look into. just as well as some of the other supports and things you have going on in your life. So I'm hoping that we could continue meeting and kind of talking about those and seeing where we can kind of help you go in the future and help you accomplish those things. Do you have any questions for me before we wrap up today?
Mm, no. Do you think he's cheating?
Well, that's a little bit of a loaded question there. I think that if you have concerns about it, I think that's definitely something we're going to want to keep thinking and discussing together and kind of processing. Um, but I think we can definitely kind of work through some of these things together if you're open to that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Melissa.
So I'll plan to see you next week and we can kind of dive deeper into some of those things.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
All right.